Guys, look at what Nigeria has degenerated to.
We'll take the story in Katsina State, where reactions have trailed the peace deal negotiations between one of Nigeria's most wanted terrorists, Isaiah Kwashen Garwa, with a community in Faskari local government area of the state. The deal was announced on Sunday in a post on X by Zagazola Makama, a security analyst specializing in the Lake Chad region. In the post, Makama explains that for a long time, the terrorists had been linked to kidnappings, killings, and raids across forest areas in Katsina, as well as neighboring states. Reactions to the story have been divided. While some see the development as a chance to restore calm in long-troubled communities, others question the sincerity of the bandit leader, recalling the atrocities attributed to his group. I mean, look at this man out there holding a rifle. He's out there, Rufai, and meeting with community members. And this is the sort of conversations we're having right now in Nigeria. I'll take the reactions trailing this story. This is from an ex-user. He wrote on X, "Is the peace deal the required justice for the numerous lives that were wasted and are still wasting so many years of setbacks, not only for the direct victims of insurgency and the Northeast, but also for the country in general? Negotiating peace with bandits and enemies who held the entire country hostage for so many days is synonymous with encouraging others to constitute themselves into groups to wage war against the country with the mindset of being granted amnesty after so many years of infiltrating havoc and destroying lives. Meanwhile, a peace deal that was intended to end years of violence in Nigeria's northwest has collapsed after bandits abducted 40 worshippers in Zamfara state. The peace pact had been signed on August 28 between community leaders and bandits in Katsina state. However, less than a month later, gunmen attacked a mosque in Gidantobe village in Safe local council and abducted dozens of worshippers during morning prayers on Monday. Despite the setback, the Katsina state government is saying they support community-driven pacts with repentant terrorists, but maintain a policy of zero negotiation. What sort of contradiction is that, Rufai?
So when you see a society that the oppressors are beginning to have a very free reign, and the people that the government ought to protect, the government can't protect them, so they try to look for deals with their oppressors. These are vestiges of a dysfunctional society. You will have thought that this government will focus on that, but they'll never focus on that. They'll focus on politics. And that's why they were doing elections in Zamfara State, 5 local governments. I can't still process that thing. It deployed officers from Gombe and other parts, military officers, battalions were there. Insecurity, you will never see that kind of mass deployment. You see, because number one, the government doesn't really care about you that much. So you are left in the hands of kidnappers and bandits. You have to beg them for peace deal.
I mean, this is the situation that we have in our hands at this point. We have this terrorist leader who is actually number 9 on the DSS list, most wanted, and he's out there. His pictures are there, and he's negotiating with the community. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
We have a picture of the man. One bandit was given chieftaincy title. And government officials were invited to the ceremony and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them. That if they got married, they would be...
Look at the military fatigue the guy is wearing.
Come on.
If you dare wear that camo, the military will beat you blue-black in public. But look at him.
Look at him.
Wearing the military cap.
Unacceptable.
It's the audacity and boldness of impunity. That's
bandits and terrorists are criminals.
They are.
They do not deserve jollof rice. They do not deserve chieftaincy titles. They do not deserve any form of negotiation.
No.
The law of the land must be made to follow its course.
Well said, Dr. Abati. Well said.
Do you know what just happened in Nepal? A small country far away from us. One day, their government just decide to say, okay, we'll ban their social platform. After that ban, the youth and the citizens of the country, they were all furious. What did they do? The TikTok platform that was remaining, they used that one to organize themselves. That's all of them enter street from 20 years to 30 years. They storm the streets. Demanding why the government we ban their social freedom. In that process, the government tried to shut them and pursue them back home. Along the line, about 20 of them killed. Then 100 of them were injured. But do you know what happened? Instead of these citizens to go back home, the verse everywhere scatter. People from other neighboring states, they were all pumping in. You know what they do? Because right now, it is either make the government cuckoo kill all of them finish, or make the government resign. As the government say, this is not they go beyond the way there is here. You know what the government later do? The government run, lift the ban, open the platform, everything, but at that point it was already too late. The youth said they don't even want to hear anything. Although at first the government was already there. Feel this will not get it they go do. But when this thing get outrageous, the major say the prime minister he resigned. Now let's bring it home. If a small country with less population can rise and make their leader bow, what excuse do 200 million Nigerians have? Or are we comfortable with suffering as long as we can? Nepal is not bigger than us. My brother, my sister, this is not just about Nepal story. This is a message to every one of us. For too long, we in Nigeria have carried everybody's corruption that eats our future, leaders that treat us like statistics, and a system that demands patience while giving us nothing. The difference is simple. In Nepal, the people remember that power belongs to them. They stood together. The government has no choice than to bow. Sometimes change doesn't begin with 1 million people. It begins with courage. The courage to say enough is enough. If Nepal, with their small number, can rise and shake the world, then what excuse do we 200 million Nigeria really have? This is not about violence. This is about awakening. The lessons from Nepal is clear. A government only rule the people who refuse to rule themselves. I will not tell you what to do. You will not tell me what to do. But one day, I believe one day, we will allow the government to know that we own the power, not them. We own the power. So that is what I have to say for now.
Guys, at this point in Nigeria, I don't know what this country have turned into. I don't know what this country have degenerated into. How can a bandit come out on a broad daylight negotiating with the people with all this ammunition on him, and yet they tell us that our president is on top of the matter? The other day, they massacred a lot of people in Yelewata in Benue State. When Mr. President visited, they threw a party to welcome him. That they died so many people in Benue State. And he told the Chief of Army Staff, Christopher, what have you been doing? Up to today, those who launched that attack on the people of Yelewata, Benue State, they have never shown the people, they have never shown the public, the people that they caught concerning that massacre. They have also not been updating the public about it. And yet on a daily basis, you keep on hearing about kidnapping, you keep on hearing about assault, you keep on hearing about a lot of things. How can a government, how can people be negotiating with criminal? How can people be negotiating with bandits? You claim that you're a government and a terrorist group have taken over your country. And these people, they came out with this full ammunition. But somebody is languishing in jail. Someone like Nnamdi Kanu. Some people are languishing in jail because they say that they defrauded foreign people. But somebody who have died a good number of people is walking about freely with this full ammunition. May God help us in this country, because Nigeria have degenerated into something that no one that have good hearts, that have good sense can write home about. This is terrible. This is so disheartened. God, they weep for Nigeria. Guys, please, I will see you in my next video. Do like this video, comment and share. Turn on the post notification so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have dominion. Bye bye.